Hi everyone, it's Morgyn from For the Love of Paper, and I am here again with another Project Life catch-up video. This one is for, I think this is my 5th layout for July. This one is just completely random photos from throughout the month. There's no particular theme or anything like that. My goodness, it is really random looking at all those photos. I got my hair cut in one of the top photos, and that was all the hair on the ground, and I hadn't had my hair cut for 2 years. Yeah, it might have been longer. It might have actually been 2.5 years that I had not had a haircut for. I'd trimmed the ends a little bit myself, but actually gone and had a lot chopped off. It was a very long time, so I had to document that moment. Yeah, and then just some other randomness that happened throughout the month, and I just went through and picked out 3 filler cards to fill in the spaces. So again, it's another really heavy photo layout, so there's lots of photos on my layouts at the moment because I'm trying to get them done, and I don't want to have heaps of empty space. I don't like on these ones, just because I'm trying to get it done. So yeah, that's why they're all pretty photo heavy at the moment. And then I think I went a little bit embellishment crazy on this one, and possibly the next layout that I do as well. I really wanted some color and some embellishments on there. So I'm just going through my stash and pulling out a few little bits and pieces that I thought could be good on the layout. I'm not sure what else. Oh, some more of these ones. These are from the reject shop. I think they're $1.99 or $2.99 for a pack of die cuts. These ones here are vellum, so they're kind of opaque, and some of them are just on cardstock, and you get 2 of each pattern or picture, whatever it is, in there, which I think is absolutely amazing value. I'm super happy with that. So yeah, just going through and pulling out a few more bits and pieces to be able to make my layout. I gave up on the heart. Went with like a little doily patterny thingy, and the one there that's got celebrate and thanks on it, Frank's boss at work had a bit of a party for him at his place. I think this was like the 1st or 2nd of July, whatever the weekend was there, and Frank's birthday had been the previous week, but they had this party for him and put on all this food and everything. We had fire outside, and it was really, really nice. Other than it being freezing cold, it was so cold this particular night. So I spent most of the evening sitting around the fire outside because it was just so cold. But it was a really, really good evening. So I just wanted to put that in the album. I know I could have put it with his birthday layout photos, but I didn't. I don't know. I don't actually know why I didn't. It's a bit crazy, really. I should have, but never mind. And then the one that I made down the bottom, it just says you and me, I think, and there was a couple of photos of Sam and I together, so I thought that was appropriate for that. Going through and trying to use up some more of these frames. I really am trying to use them up. I think this is like the 3rd layout I've done in this catch-up series where I've got the frames out, which is good. I need to get them used up. I actually saw the new thing from is it We Are Memory Keepers, their new frame punch board. That company comes up with so many cool little tools to help us crafters. I'm like just blown away. Like every week or every month there seems to be a new little punch board that comes out to help you. I quite like the frame one, actually. I don't need it because I can kind of make them myself with my Cameo or just using my paper trimmer, but it would be super handy if you if you didn't have another die cut machine. So I think this was an acetate piece, yeah, an acetate frame that I just stapled down, because if you use the tape or glue on that, you can see it through the other side, and it just looks a bit untidy and messy. So I used the staples, and then I was trying to spell out ice cream, and the photo that goes with it, we were coming back from my mum's house and it was pouring with rain, like absolutely pouring with rain, and it was pretty cold, like we were all rugged up with jumpers and whatnot, and Sam just says, I want an ice cream. Oh, and it was super early in the morning. It was like, the shop was open, so maybe like 9:30 in the morning, and we were driving back home, which is just over an hour away. And he's like, I want an ice cream. I want an ice cream to eat in the car. And we had to stop for petrol, so I bought him an ice cream. And he ate this ice cream in the middle of winter, in the car, in the rain. It was just not one of the times that you would usually eat ice cream, but he enjoyed it. I think something had happened, he'd hurt himself, or I remember him being upset over something, so I think that's the only reason I caved in and let him have ice cream at that time of the morning. So I just used some of those cool letters. I don't know where those were from. They were from a kit club that I subscribed to last year, but I'm not sure what collection they were from. And they're pretty funky. I like that they've got the mixture of colours and then the gold in there as well. It kind of gives it a cool look. And what's this one? Oh, this was just some silly faces that we were doing. You've probably seen my photos like this many times. We quite often sit together, and Sam usually goes, we'll do a picture. So we do silly faces or something like that together, which is always a bit of fun. And I think I just wrote silly faces. That was the little caption on the card. And then sticking all these down, so it's celebrate, and some balloons. Those were the vellum pieces. So again, I do use the tape on that one, but it does still show through, like you can see the tape if you're looking hard. I know no one else will probably even notice, but I know it's there. So it kind of annoys me a little bit. Never mind. Is that all I do with that one? I might add something else down the bottom. What are these? Oh, these are the Heidi Swap rub-ons. I really like these. It was just a shame they were so expensive. I think Spotlight had those on, like their regular price was like $9.99 for this little packet, and you got 3 sheets. There was like puffy stickers, the rub-ons, and you got frames, like I think you got like 2 4x4 chipboard frames, and it was $10, and I just could never justify that. And then they had them reduced down to $5, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll get some of those. And when I went to to check them out, they came up as like $3, so I was happy to pay $3 for them, but 10 was just too much. Otherwise I would have bought more of them earlier on when they first came out. So that's why a lot of my supplies are kind of old, because prices are just horrendous for some things, especially when there isn't really many or any craft shops around me. But never mind, you do the best with what you've got. And I think that's the layout done. It's a nice and easy one this time. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.